guys, welcome to my little E-Skateboard unboxing video. When I was about to buy the board, I was hoping to find something like that on the internet. It was not there, so I just decided that when I would get my board that I'd make just a little video for you. I hope it is helpful. Basically, this is how the package arrives when you order the board. It's with Evolve logo on the sides. Basically, looks nice. It's smaller than expected. When you order another skateboard, like one of the big tanks, we always call them tanks, then the packaging is a bit bigger. Okay, let's see what is inside the box. Okay, gotta cut this open. Okay, so let's put it back down. It's not too heavy, that's a good thing. Hey guys, quick interruption. Apparently, the packaging of the board inside the big cardboard box is not representative. Instead, it should look something like this. Now, why would the packaging in this video look different? Honestly, we don't know. But as a matter of proven fact, the carrier, a very famous yellow and red company, has lost the very parcel in this video for a full 12 days. And nobody really knows what happened within these 12 days. And that's pretty unusual, you have to admit that. So chances are that the board you will receive is packaged substantially better. Anyway, it doesn't affect the board as such, so let's just continue. Okay, so let's just unpack it. So the packaging may seem a bit minimalistic, but on the other hand, it's a skateboard, especially with the all-terrain. You're riding over bumpy surfaces, so this should not be a problem of any kind. So, and this is the rear. Yeah, so here we go. So first time we see it, this is the board actually. Batteries in here. We'll have a look at that in a moment. And this is the speed controller down here. And here's some cables running to the rear part. So probably this is some kind of antenna for the remote control. This obviously is the motor. And here we have the drive wheel with the drive belt and the belt cover. Obviously, the wheels have seen ground before. I would suppose that they tested the board before they ship it. It makes absolutely sense. Okay, we have something else in here. Another package. Okay, let's see what's inside here. Most likely it's the remote and the charger and stuff like that. Okay. First thing we have here is a charger. Okay, so for recharging. We'll talk about recharging and the range and the speed that you can achieve with the board in one of the next videos. I'm going to test it and I'm going to post another video to see whether the value proposition of the board actually holds up. I'll just put away the charger for the moment. So what else do we have here? This is another nice box with the Evolve logo. It probably contains the remote. We have Evolve stickers, another sticker, another one. This is some kind of flyer, so it's advertising for the bamboo board, another sticker in white, and a manual. So this manual is actually well done. It's nice that they have a manual inside the package. It talks about safety and how to operate the board. Okay. And finally, the last thing we have in here, inside this extra box, is this screwdriver set. Okay, here's another screwdriver, like a Phillips screwdriver. And the rest is like Allen key stuff. Here, two more of them. And we just keep the remote and the board here and get rid of the big packaging. So this is the board as such. It's got the grip tape on top. It's got drop-through axles. And the grip tape here, it shows the, it's coming off a bit. It shows the Evolve logo. Here on the underside, this is obviously the battery tray. Advertising says that this is a 10 ampere hours lithium polymer battery. It's not a lithium iron phosphate battery, but it's a lithium polymer battery. Lithium polymer batteries are, they have a bit more power, but they do not have as many charge cycles. I'm not sure whether I read this on their page, but they say like 1,000 charge cycles. This would be untypical for lithium polymers, depending on how you treat actually the board and the battery. Okay, so these are 37 volts. The website says 36 volts, but that's if you have a 10S, like 10 cells, lithium polymer cells in series. One nominal voltage of one lithium polymer cell is 3.7 volts. So if you have 10, the nominal voltage is 37 volts and not 36 volts. And when it's fully charged, then 10 would give you 42 volts. Okay, so this battery internally is wired. Must be wired to the speed controller, which is in here. This is a motor which is rated 350 watts. It's a brushless motor, by the way, which is a good thing. Then it may be much more efficient than a motor which has carbon brushes. And this means that even though the nominal wattage of the motor is significantly less like that of a tank board with, say, 800, 1,500 or even more watts, then it's certainly not equivalent to that, to the high-power tank boards, but it's certainly also more than the wattage would suggest it is. Okay. Anyway, the build quality of this thing is pretty nice. Let's see. That's nice. So anyway, this board is rated with around 35 kilometers per hour max speed, and they say you can achieve with the all-terrain version 25 kilometers. With the street version, with the street wheels, and basically you can change this to the street version, you can achieve as much as 40 kilometers. Whether this holds true, we're going to test it. I'm going to post another video, and we'll see exactly whether this advertising claim is true or not. Okay, anyway, so that's it for the board. Now, let's have a look at the remote control, which is probably in here. So, nice packaging again, and obviously this is the remote as such. Wrist strap, charger, and a USB cable, so you can probably also charge it from your computer. The weight of this board is 10.5 kilograms. I got a scale here, so we can check it actually. I'm gonna mount it to the board here at the front axle and just hang it here. Okay, 10.54 kilograms, I would say. That's pretty good. Now, let's turn on the board. So, board now does the red and blue blinking. This tells you that there is no remote. It's not talking to any remote. And normally, with all those of you into remote control things, you would normally always turn on the remote first. The manual says you have to turn on the board first. That's very unusual, but let's follow the manual. So you turn on the board. I am now turning on the remote. I'm pressing this button here. It's not coming on, so I was pressing too long. Okay, so the green LED says that it has a connection to the board now. The board has stopped the red-blue alternate blinking. It's a solid blue light now. And the yellow LED is flashing slowly, and this means that you have the remote is on slow speed. So if you pull the trigger to the max, then it does like 15 or 16 kilometers per hour. If you press that button once, it's flashing fast. And now the same trigger way on the remote will accelerate you to a rated 35 kilometers per hour. Now, the red LED will come on if your battery is like half or 2/3 drained. So if it's nearly empty. And also they have an integrated battery management system. What this is exactly, I do not know. Battery management system probably just is a low voltage cutoff, meaning that when your battery gets too empty, you cannot go full speed anymore. The board will slow down. You maybe can ride another 1 or 2 kilometers, maybe make it back to your starting point. But so you have a warning and the battery gets not destroyed. What the battery management system should also have is a so-called balancer, because lithium polymer cells, they tend to drift apart over time, and you would need something that when you charge them, that you do not overcharge one of the cell and the other one is not fully charged, because this will cost you performance and battery lifetime. Either the battery management has integrated a balancing system, or this comes without a balancing system. Hopefully not, but I'm not sure about this. Okay. Normally, when I pull the trigger now, there you go. Nice. Nice, it's working actually. Max speed. So I'm changing now to fast speed. I'm pulling the trigger. Join me on my next rides. I'm gonna videotape them. I'm also gonna log the battery data and the max speed and stuff like that, and have some riding impressions, and let's see how the board copes with real life. See you guys, bye bye.